Many years ago, you'd be heading down to Ilkeston for an American adventure. Now, you're heading here for a Northern Premier League adventure. The Steels continuing it, though it has hit the Rapids at the moment, as the Steels have been in poor form, not even scored in the last 5 games. That might be helped by someone who's on the bench. Luke Rawson. For the Steels, there's no changes from Saturday's defeat to Marine. It's Ben Townsend in goal, Tom Charlesoff, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner the captain, Elliot Owen, Paul Iggulden, Danny Deakin, Sam Kay, Alf Wilkinson, James Morrison, Connor Smythe. On the bench, Oliver Grangelack could make his return from injury. Alex O'Connor, Alfie Bradshaw could make his debut after his loan from Nottingham Forest, which we will tell you more details about after the game. Luke Rawson and Zach Jaggy Yelka. Ball's back here for Jordan Stevens to take. Very central position and lofts it towards far side. Iggulden heads away, but only to the edge of the area, where it'll be volleyed well over there by Colin Daniel. After being part of the Farsley Celtic debacle last year. Townsend tries to get it to the right, but Owen heads it into the middle. No one's there for it, but Smythe, well contested by Smythe. Gets out to left to Morris. He's back to goal at the moment on the edge of the area, being forced backwards. Finds Kay on the overlap. Kay needs a chance for a cross, slips it forward to Deakin, maybe being a bit too pretty there. Goes back to Morris, who puts it in the middle, goes through. Header there from Wilkinson, saved by Roberts. Wilkinson just couldn't get the power onto his header. Boots it upfield, looking long. Iggulden will look to get it away. Over the top, Owen will get it away, but then returned by 4-0. Charles will collect it, back to Townsend. Well, it's sideways, that could be easy, and then Townsend's ball forward is blocked. He goes out for a throw-in in the... Actually, I said he's going to go for a throw-in. I think the rain has made the AstroTurf just slow up a bit, and now Yumby's on the ball. Yumby gets it back, he's looking for a shot. We know how powerful those shots can be. As he gets it out to the right now, to Brandy, former Manchester United man. Back to Yumby, Yumby takes a shot, and it goes all the way to Townsend. Launches it long, Townsend, and Morris just drops in. Comes off his back, but okay, well in from Smythe, and Wilton tried something with the ball well off, but it will be given as a goal kick. Defence do look like they can be attacked. Tinker to Kay, back to Tinker. Right foot forward, looking here for Morris, but headed away before it can make it to him. Brandy trying to get it, but well robbed by Deakin. Gets out to the right to Morris, got a bit of space on the right wing. Turning in, puts the cross in. Smythe tried to gamble on it, but it was blocked and cleared away. Now out to the edge of the area, Deakin gets it forward. Smythe trying to bring it and turn it. Shot's weak and will be easy for Roberts. Smythe, I think, took a bit of damage going down. A few weeks ago, they probably may turn that into a goal, but still a bit nervous in this area, seeing they've not scored in a long time now. Here comes the cross in. Headed away. And now Stocksbridge to get the ball back, goes to Smythe. Smythe is going to try the shot. It's a good looking shot, but straight at Roberts. Hello Caroline Frost, listening from work. Come on Stocky. I say thank you to Lee from our sponsor Graphics for helping out some of our sound issues earlier on in the match. Ball forward, headed away by Owen. Falls nicely for Brandy on the left hand side, takes a shot, gets the shot all wrong, goal kick. Behind him, and now quickly taken throw by Morris, trying to take advantage, but Daniel's done well to get back. It was a nice idea, but Morris has just intercepted. Morris here, he wants a runner, he's going to try and go himself for a bit, but then I think the footing just stopped his run going forward. He's still, he's got the ball, almost got it back, and he said he's going to leave it here for Tinker. Tinker's going to take the shot, and it's wide, and Jack Tinker, who only scored his first. Here comes the ball into the middle, head away at the near post, but high up into the air. Wilson will volley it right back to Deakin, high left one towards the far post, header towards goal, and it goes in! Stocksbridge offended the Duck! On a day where the weather's fit for the Duck, and I think it might be Elliot Owen there who's got the header, or is it Paul Iggulden? But the Steels have taken the lead. It's one ball forward. That was Owen there who just couldn't get header onto it, and Ilkeston will clear it downfield. Forward, nice knock on there by Ilkeston, and forward they go. Oh, Blaze, good ball forward. Ilkeston with a chance here, takes a shot, well saved there by the feet. Fox with a chance, headed forward. Ilkeston also plays it, come back, and somehow wide. It was a big chance for Ilkeston, the Steels survive. 2 yards away from the box. Right for the ball towards the near post, headed away. It's good defending from Ilkeston. Good head away. Deakin lines up, volley towards the right. No one's there though, and it will just bounce out for a goal kick. 80 minutes gone. It's 1-0 to the Steels. Launch forward here, looking for Rawson. Rawson head it to the left, and it goes here to Morris, but it's a good tackle stop in. Morris will get it. Morris takes a shot, takes an effort just wide from James Morris. So close, it's the initial tackle. Get the direction he'd have wanted to. Tinker's just been beat on that right wing there, and now Ilkeston come forward. And the play out towards the right here. Foxton then being pressed back by Eagledon, and he got through a few clears here. Ilkeston coming, shot and wide. I think did it take a block? The referee says otherwise. Porto Rawson. Rawson trying to hold on to it, and he does get it. Hello and welcome to Brackenmore for this Northern Premier League Premier Division match between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Lancaster City. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft here, and we're sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. Thank you very much to everyone who has joined me today for this match here. It was Lancashire Day 2 days ago. It's time for the War of the Roses to be reunited 2 days later, as the Steels look to spoil Lancaster City, who seem to have a fan in their team lineup there, wearing what looks like Stone Island, to be honest. So we might be in for a tasty one here, as Henry and Richard do battle again. I don't know if Henry or Richard are not the team, but we'll make it up as we go along. But Lancaster City had a brilliant start to the year, having been tipped for relegation, but have trailed off in the last few weeks, while Stocksbridge got back to winning ways last Saturday. Let's go through the teams for you today. The Stocksbridge Park Steels, it's Ben Townsend in goal, Jack Tinker moves to right back, while Connor Smythe goes to left back, Curtis Turner in midfield, Elliot Owen and Paul Eagledon are your centre backs, Danny Deacon and Sam Kay complete the midfield, Luke Rawson returns to the starting lineup after his calf injury ruled out several weeks until his return off the bench last Saturday. Then it's James Morris will be on the wing again, and Oliver Grezak also returning from injury. The bench is Alex O'Connor, Jack Watson, Alfie Bradshaw, Alf Wilson and Tommy Marshall. For Lancaster City, it's Brad Kelly in goal, then it's Sam Bailey the captain, Dylan Thompson, Joe Emerson, Toby Oliver, Simon Grand who makes his debut after making the dangerous move from Bamber Bridge to Lancaster City, Christopher Sloan, Bobby Bjork, Nick Evangelinos, no that's not Abba's lineup, Jim Craig and Stephen Yawson. The bench is Matty Clark, Dylan Moonen, Charlie Bailey, Lewis Mansell and Dom Lawson. Your referees are Keir Shepherd, Gary Slater and Ryan Dobson. Keir Shepherd looking to not be the least popular Keir in the country right now, at least in Stocksbridge. That might actually be an easy feat. And will I get away with that one? So we're going to get the handshakes in the middle of the pitch now. So thank you very much. It is a cold November afternoon here. The Christmas songs have been on beforehand as we enter that period. And I just want to say, if anyone's listening, you've not bought me an advent calendar yet. You know, and I am annoyed about it. Because I'm going to have to go buy my own tomorrow. Just saying. She's not listening. She's enjoying it so bad. And we're going to have a half stop before the game. So Stocksbridge Park Steels will be kicking towards the Brackenmore Lane end, typically what is known as, you know, the end of the stand here, while it will be Lancaster City kicking towards, well, we don't know what to call that right, haven't we? Thank you for listening. We need to start selling those earpieces. Don't we, that you used to be able to get in grounds, didn't you? I used to have one at Sheffield Wednesday for listening to the commentary, because when you're on the club you can't see what's happening at other end.
No, that's not a bad thing.
No, well, it's a bad thing last Sunday, wasn't it either? So, Stocksbridge Park Steels will have the kick-off. Here as we get ready for it all to get going here. Stocksbridge Park Steels look to continue winning ways from last Saturday's result against Ilkeston Town. A bit of an ugly game, but those ugly points count just as much as the pretty ones. And we are underway here at Brackenham Moor. Stocksbridge Park Steels get us underway in the yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from right to left, while Lancaster City are in an all sky blue get-up with white socks, kicking from left to right. Eagledon just heads one away. Ball to the midfield now with Bjork. Tries to get it forward. And then, but intercepted, and Townsend will clear. Rawson won't get to Rawson, intercepted by number 4 Amyson before Eagledon heads away into midfield, and Morris brings it down well. He's trying to get away with the ball, and he does really well. And now Morris is going down the right wing with some speed. Morris continuing down the right, puts it back, gives it back to Deakin, then back to Kay. I think that's just allowed Lancaster to get its defence back, which is a bit disappointing. As it goes back to Deakin, out to right to Kay, then back to Danny Deakin again. And that's a poor pass, and Lancaster could break here. As it goes to Yorson, gets it out to the right here. It's Sam Bailey, the captain, crossing the halfway line, trying the diagonal. Player has to get it down from the away line. That's Jim Craig. Back it goes to Thompson. Stockbridge just letting themselves down with a poor pass that allowed Lancaster to get onto the ball. Back in midfield, back to Grand. Ball forward, and that will be collected by Townsend. Simon Grand, who has played against the Steels once already this season for Banner Ridge. Stockbridge scored twice in that game, so maybe there is something we could pick on there, as Gresham wins the ball heading upfield, but it is returned, and Lancaster City were on the ball. Tinker there playing it right back, gets it forward to Gresham, slips it through to Townsend, back to Tinker. Tinker going forward, trying to get it left, gets shoved off the ball, and the referee, Keir Shepherd, will let that go. Almost closed down the keeper by Gresham. Will go out for a throw-in. Not a big bounce off the pitch. Hello to at Park Steels, come on you mighty Steels. Listening from close by, I believe. As Lancaster tried to build it back forward, goes to Yorson, back into midfield. Smythe closing down as Sloan is put under pressure. Back it goes to the keeper now, to Brad Kelly. Forward to left back, to Thompson. Over to the left as Lancaster tried to build it forward. It's a good pass forward here. Finding Yorson, who's moved onto the left wing, running straight at Elliot Owen. Bit of fancy footwork. Squares it into the middle to Bjork. Bjork takes a shot and it's in, and Lancaster take the early lead. Bobby Bjork is the goal scorer. It's a well-hit strike from the midfielder, and the Steels are behind early on here.
Scorer for Lancaster City, number 9, Bobby Bjork.
And the Steels already, with just a couple of minutes on the clock, just not even 3 minutes yet, have a mountain to climb. Frustrating, very, very frustrating for the Steels, who are already 1-0 down here. First attack of the game from Lancaster as well, and well, it was all come from Yorson on the left. He's managed to get a pass across, and no one's tracked the run of Bobby Bjork. He was just hit it very strongly into the bottom corner, and now Lancaster City 1-0 up here. Back it goes, and Stocksbridge get us underway. Trying to get it down the left, and it's with Gresham. Gresham tries to square it, but goes back to Morris. Gets it outright football into the middle, headed away. Turner trying to track it, but it will make Lancaster. Nice one touch and being won back off Turner from Jim Craig, who now charges. Lancaster charging forward. Gets a bit out of trouble with Kay pressing, out to the left. Here comes Lancaster, still on the ball. Sideways, Bjork, the goal scorer. Spreads it out to right to Bailey, who's come far forward here. Bailey cross into the middle. Owen slices that clearance away, and it's going to go out for throw-in right next to the flag. So throw-in here for Lancaster. Big ball in from Bailey, right into the middle. Owen heads it away and then will clear it. Grezlak bringing it down, takes the left. That's going to allow Bailey to get it. He just boots it to the opposite side of the pitch, and Lancaster the first touch onto it. Kay's trying to win the ball, slips over as he does do so, and there's no foul from either side. Hitting that one. Let's walk off. Hello from Sonny Benidorm. Come on, give me a reason to have a celebration drink. Oh no, come on lads. I think she was in the middle of the comments as Lancaster took the lead there. So currently 1-0 to Lancaster City.
She's on holiday again.
Yeah, she's on holiday again.
Oh, there's Judith Chandler's.
I know, but my dad likes it, so.
Yeah, keep it quiet.
So the ball's switched over to Amison, and then he knocks it forward. Owen will clear it out, trying to look for Grezlak. Grezlak just dropped back off there, and it's allowed Lancaster to get on the ball. Bailey back into defence to Oliver. Now Grand, who takes it under control, and again across to Oliver. Lancaster in the perfect place at the moment. As the ball will go forward, and Smythe will head it away, head it up, and Grezlak heads it back. Smythe can only head it back up into the air, and Dawson competing for it, and it's slipped it right through into the middle, but then supposed to get away. Effort from Bjork is blocked. Goes in the midfield. Lancaster winning every second and third ball so far in the early parts of this match. As they continue to play, but then Smythe puts out with a header, returned by Amison forward, and again, every second and third ball won by the Dolly Blues right now. Out to the right here to Bailey. In the middle, one touch pass back, and then Sophie's trying to win it off Evangelinos. Then cuts away, and Kay will get it back out here to Smythe, who's under pressure immediately. But no one's really giving him a break option as it goes to Rawson, who's at right back at the moment. Forward to Deakin. Back it goes to Tinker. Lost it over the top. Looked for Morris, but headed away. And Rawson gets it. It's a bit clumsy in the middle. Morris got a touch on it. Rawson trying to get on, but knocked away from him into defence, and then over to Amison. Back it will go now to the keeper, Craig, who launches it upfield. Headed on, and it's a good head on here. You'll keep looking for Yorson again, but well cut out by Tinker. Out to Smythe. Smythe tries to knock it forward, blocked by Thompson. It will be Bailey, it's going to throw it. That was the first goal in the Northern Premier League today. That one from Bobby Bjork. Sheffield Wednesday 1-0 against Preston. Charlie McNeil is the goal scorer for the Owls, and Manchester City are 1-0 on Leeds United. Phil Foden has scored. Ball's currently in the midfield now for Lancaster. Must have had more than 60% possession at this point. As it goes to the right here, cross takes a bit of a deflection, and then Owen heads it away to Deakin. He's facing his own goal, but he does manage to clear it out to the right. And Grezlak just dropped his running there for a second, and it's just allowed Lancaster to keep the ball. Back out to the left, into the middle. Lancaster just all the ball so far. Stocksbridge haven't really shown up on the return to the home pitch. Sloan on it now. Slow. Great pass into the middle to Yorson, and back to right, but intercepted by Smythe. Now Morris gets out, but clears it only back to Bjork. Bjork will run forward. Out to the right here to Bailey. Cross going in. Head away Owen. In, and then it's going to go back into the left. Stocksbridge not winning any ball here at the moment. Bjork out to the right. Ball going in. Blocked by Turner. Turner will take it away out to the left. Ball not long. Looking for Rawson, but headed away by Amison. But then Morris wins it. Can Stocksbridge actually keep the ball for a few seconds longer? No, they can't. They've lost it again to Bjork. Forward it goes. Then Smythe intercepts. Out to Morris. Then back to Owen, who will launch it forward. Benson headed away into midfield. Morris can only hit it backwards. Picked up by Bailey, who just launches one forward. Iggulden will head it away. Kicks down, goes down, and the ball to Evangelinos, picks it up. Just manages to avoid a tackle. He could have run into a leg and probably earned a penalty there if he wanted to. Sloan takes a long range shot, and it's in! It's wrong foot of Townsend, and Lancaster City are 2-0 up. He must have. Sloan. Christian Sloan there has just launched one from distance. It's speculative, but it's wrong-footed Townsend. I wonder if he took a deflection on the way through. And the Steels are 2-0 down to Lancaster within the first 10 minutes.
Your scorer for Lancaster City, Christian Sloan.
And this is becoming the nightmare before Christmas already for the Steels. And this is becoming incredibly poor from Stocksbridge. It was coming. They've just not kept the ball at all in this game. And they've just given it back away to Lancaster. This is already in the first 10 minutes. You've got to say it's completely deserved for the away team. We have been incredibly poor so far. And they're just having efforts from distance that are just making their way in. Turner tried to intercept, but he has gone to Tinker here. Tinker will go forward with it, and then he's robbed of the ball, but Stocksbridge will keep it through Grezlak, who, to be honest, he's just allowed that goes in for a throw-in, so Stocksbridge will keep possession. Grezlak is yet to show up. I don't think Grezlak's even gone into a sprint just yet. Grezlak launches it forward, look for Rawson. Heads it on, Grezlak will get the ball, puts the ball across, it's behind Morris. Waits for a late run, a smash contested, he will get the ball, a chance to get the ball back in. Lofted towards the far post, keeper punches it away. Grezlak brings it back, Kay takes a touch, shot blocked, shouldn't have took the touch. Allowed Lancaster to get back position, but it's better from the Steels. But where was that Steels for the first 10 minutes of this one? Ball out for a throw in, Preston North End of equalising against Sheffield Wednesday. Alfie Whiteman, the scorer for the Lilywhites. Chesterfield were 1-0 down at Swindon, but they've equalised with John Fleck very quickly. Warrington Rylands have equalised in Stockton after going down early. Harrison Wood has scored. As Lancaster look to build through. The middle to Bailey forward. Great one-touch passing. This could be them through again. Jim Craig in the last minute tackle from Tinker there. Continuing it. Out to the left. Trying to get the ball in. It's a good touch into the box, but then cleared away by Eagledon. Going to have to call for civility in the comments, aren't we? There's the balls here on the left hand side for Lancaster to take as ball launched forward. Headed, intercepted and cleared away by Tinker. Ball for Rawson, heads it down well, and then Morris could break here. Morris trying to outspeed his man. He outspeed his man. Can he get the next touch? Tries to take it past him. Great work from Kelly as Morris tries to get past him. Kelly's outstretched and manages to claw it away, but Stocksbridge have shown up. We're 2-0 behind, but we've actually shown up. The ball will go out to play for a throw in here for Stocksbridge. Obviously the question will be, should Morris have had an effort rather than try and go past, but he did well to just outspeed his defender. Toby Oliver didn't really track him. Back with Smythe now. And we'll have a throw. Can Stocksbridge get one back? It's still very early in this game. As Deakin has got on his feet, but then just passes out to Turner. Tinker's the option on the right, which is taken. Now over to Grezlak. Slime tackle goes in, but it gives him back to Tinker. Out to the right to Grezlak. Trying to get it on his left, but got too much pressure now. We'll try and ball into the middle. Put back to the edge here, Turner. Could have took a shot maybe third time, so he'll pass it out to Smythe. Smythe gets it through one person's legs, takes it for deflector to the right. Ross with the header, he's offside anyway, heads it wide even if it had been. Stocksbridge are now playing quite well. But obviously it's now the mountain has been set. As I say, there's been 2-0 behind here with just 13.5 minutes gone. Back now with Kelly. Launches it long, headed backwards and headed up into the air. Deakin gets it forward, headed right back. Turner will return it. Ball launched on. And we'll be back with the keeper, Kelly. 2-0 to Lancaster City here. 13 minutes gone. 14 minutes gone. Leaker 1-0 upon Workington. Connor Heath has scored. The ball goes long and we'll be back with Townsend. Bournemouth having a good start as well. They're 2-0 up on Sunderland. Tyler Adams has scored the latest goal. And Sheffield Wednesday are back ahead. As Rawson almost nipped in, but it's defended. But yeah, Sheffield Wednesday are back ahead against Preston. Charlie McNeil has scored his second of the game. Man United players seem to do well at Preston. Well, at least if you send them on loan there, they tend to become world famous and appear on Holcim Gabbana adverts. As Tinker's just cut that one out really well. First time past to Kay, but he's blocked off by Keir Shepherd. God, a Keir ruining things for everyone. Into 40. Yawson puts it back in the middle. Far post, he misses the kick or else it could be free.
How did you miss that?
That should be 3-0. Townsend's got way out of his goal to clear that away. He's at the corner flag. And he could be caught out here because Lancaster had it back. They haven't gone for the shot amazingly. Moving on to the right, into the middle. And now out to the left. Back into the middle. And now it's 3-0. Yawson, the goal scorer. It's just an absolute meltdown for the Steels.
Goal scorer for Lancaster City, number 11, Stephen Yawson.
3-0 to Lancaster. Stocksbridge have completely collapsed in the first 15 minutes of this match.
Are we Leicester in disguise?
It's honest, this is probably one of the worst performances I've ever seen from Stocksbridge. And it looks like Jordan Lemon's going to make substitutions already. That's how bad this has been. I've never seen us collapse like this. This is just absolutely shocking. We try and be nice on the comments, but I don't think there's anything nice that you can say. And changes are going to come on already, it looks like. Alex O'Connor is warming up. So is Tommy Marshall about. I think we might see a triple substitution in the first 20 minutes. Ball forward, headed away. Kay tries to get it back in the middle, launch forward for Yawson. Yawson might have the better of Ingledon here. Townsend comes out to clear it away, flicked on by Turner, and then Bailey will launch it forward. And then he's going to try and chip Townsend here from distance. Evangelinos, but it goes well wide. He's looking for four. This is just absolutely terrible so far. Hicklesville 1-0 up on Penistone Church. Joseph Story has scored. And Durham District had took the lead against Wakefield for Aaron Baskerville, but Wakefield equalised through Akil Francis. 17 minutes gone, 3-0 to Lancaster City. Performance that just brings shame at the moment. Forward headed right back by Yawson, it'll be right back to Townsend. He's going to take his time with the keeper. As he launches it again, he's seen his net bulge 3 times already as Wilson gets out to Morris, trying to turn it, tries to slip it through. He's tackled. Stockbridge will get a free kick. It will be back here for Turner to take. After that resolute, performance against Ilkeston Town, where the defence was so good throughout all of the game, to see us concede 3 in the first 20, it's unbelievable. You just don't see us play like this at all. Back with Turner. Low and easily headed away. Tinker's going to be the first man to it. He's going to try and take it on the outside. Out to the right, but that's intercepted and cleared. And this could be, well, it's going to bounce to Smythe. And then back to Townsend. Townsend tries to clear. He gets blocked his clearance. And he will get a throw for Stocksbridge, but it's just nothing is working right now. I did wonder if I thought Alex O'Connor was going to come on. It looks like that's not happening at the moment. And Townsend is down. I think maybe just got Dawson connected with him a bit as he was closing down. And that would just cap off the day, wouldn't it? If we'd end up with a reserve, well, not even a reserve goalkeeper, just someone who, who isn't a goalkeeper on for about 70 minutes. The referee is pointing. Well, the referee's just come over. Townsend is pointing at the crowd here. Something's happened here between Townsend and the crowd. Townsend is back to his feet now. The linesman's talking with the managers here about it. So it's interesting to see what was going to actually happen here. The referee is now coming towards the officials. I think we'd take a postponement at this point. And Sam Bailey's going over to the Lancaster fans, telling them to calm down, because I think there's obviously something that's happened here. We're just not entirely sure what. I mean, we won't speculate on what it is either. That's just not fair on anyone involved in this. Obviously everything is clear. The referee is talking to our secretary and safeguarding officer at the moment, Dave Towler and Laura Towler. So obviously there has been an incident involving the Lancaster City fans to our right. We just don't know what the nature of it is at this point. It's obviously serious enough.
I think we ought to call the game off.
I think we'd have that, wouldn't we? We'd have a call game called off. The thing is, that's the thing. If it does come to terms of a fan needs to remove, the referee can say if the fan is not removed, if they don't, the game can be called off. So, and I think he'd be the least popular person in Lancaster. If he, someone could eject themselves and keep the game going on with how it is going for Lancaster. So there is some incidents here. That's I think one of the Lancaster officials has gone over now to talk to Dave and Laura in front of us as the game is paused. The game is now going to resume with the throw-in. I think we've got a couple of people who will head over to the fans. We'll update when we know more. As Rawson breaks through on the right. Rawson! He's going to take the shot. Rawson just... Well, he went just wide. It was across the edge of the goal and then went fairly wide, but much better. Lancaster just fell asleep in the defence for a moment. The ball goes back. Townsend is still remonstrating with some of the Lancaster fans here to our right. Probably because obviously whatever has caused this incident has not been resolved yet. You off? I'm you off. Apologies, though, just had a little connection issue. We have now resolved it. Nothing has happened while we've been away. The ball goes forward. It will go out for a goal kick for Stocksbridge. And it will be back here for ball forward. Knocked on by Rawson, headed away. And something will get it knocked on by Morris. Looking for Rawson, who's actually, to be honest, he's probably one of the few people coming out with credit in this game so far, because he seems to get the ball forward, but he has just lost it on the prime wing, as I was saying. So that's the commentator's curse coming into play there. Lancaster now will just look to control it, won't they, and make sure that this stays at 3-0 and this will become a nervy one for him in any case. Bailey going forward as Owen. I did think that he connected with his arm there as it ricocheted up, and it will be a free kick to Lancaster. FC United have taken lead against Ilkeston. Adam Lafondra has scored. They'll be visitors to Brackenlaw very soon. As Jos puts cross and takes a deflection to the far post. Townsend has to punch it away. First to it will be Eagledon. Gets it out to the right to Grejlat, but it's going to go into defence. Forward. Onto the left wing now as Craig goes forward. Cross in. Headed away by Tinker. Ball to Turner. out to the right. Launching it long, brought down on the chest though by Sloan, goal scorer of the second. Rawson tries to press it, went back, but cleared away. Headed up into the air by Grezlak. Outright 2K. 4 blocked and out for a throw-in. Parkgate have taken lead against Anzac. Liam Tomlinson has scored, and Pennison Church have equalised against Eccleshill. Luca DeFalco has scored for the Penistone. I don't know what their nickname is actually, as I was saying that. And obviously Luca DeFalco, who I believe just lives just down the road there. Still. As Lancaster have the throw-in. On the left here. One forward. Headed on. Then knocked forward and sliced by England and out of play. As, well, the Stocksbridge aren't actively terrible at the moment, but not great. On the left here, will be for a throw-in. Big throw-in, tried to be intercepted, but Yorson gets it, goes forward, and Yorson breaks into the box. Yorson on the left-hand side, plays it across, headed away by Smythe. Brought down by Lancaster though. Bjork evades a tackle. On control, I was thinking about a shot, I wouldn't blame him. Outright to Bailey. Bailey looking for a ball in. Back it goes for Bjork. Cross takes a deflection. Headed away by Owen and almost fell right to a forward, and it will be offside given. Stocksbridge get the ball back. Stocksbridge want to, as they prepare for that big match on Wednesday night in Sheffield Wednesday at Hillsborough Stadium. Ball forward. To knock to the right, and that's Stocksbridge have committed a foul there. It was Sam Kay who's hurt himself doing that as much as anything else. Some goals elsewhere. Doncaster Rovers 2-0 upon Peterborough United. Gibson is the latest goal scorer, while Manchester City are 2-0 upon Leeds. Gavardiol has scored for the Sky Blues team. Ball launched into the box by Lancaster as we head away by Rawson back in defence again. As Grezlak tries to knock it forward. Well, intercepted by Bjork. Back it goes to Oliver. Then to the right to Bailey. Goes up control and then back into Kelly. Ball forward, knocked forward. Owen tries to get out, but it's 1-2 to Yorson, and now Yorson has space down the right. Yorson charging forward, moving into the box. It could be 4. It is 4. It's an absolute horror show for Stocksbridge. And quite frankly, it's just becoming humiliating. Absolutely terrible.
For Lancaster City, number 11, Stephen Yorson.
And honestly, at this point, you just want to go home, don't you? It's absolutely terrible. And Stocksbridge need to sort themselves out, to be honest, because this is becoming a humiliation on home turf. Centre circle. Stocksbridge will look to do what they can, but I think it's already done this. We're not even half an hour in. Well, out to the left. To Rawson, who heads it into the middle. Now into the defence here as Lancaster will launch it forward, and there's still acres of space as it gives it to Craig. Smythe can't get a tackle in. Out to the right to Bailey. Bailey launches it to the far side. Brought down, blocked in the box. It's going to fall. Another shot goes in, blocked. And then Grezlak will pass it out to Kay. Now to Rawson. Back to Kay. To Smythe. Into the middle to Grezlak. Control it forward. Ball out to Rawson on the left. Rawson gets the touch. He gets a block and it will go out for a goal kick. But I'll be honest, Luke Rawson's the only one who seems to be trying still at this point. He's still sprinting for things. He's still going for it. And it's on this an absolute horror show here. One of the worst punts I think I've ever seen here at Brackenmore from Stocksbridge. He's out in defence now. Going forward into the midfield. As Evangeline also dropped deep, outlet back to Thompson who launch it forward, and probably Ingledon who just controls, and back to Townsend who plays it short to Ingledon. He goes forward, knocks it on, and it's forward to the right, and Stocksbridge are onside. Can the ball play in the middle? Can Kelly get to it first? No, Kelly shushes and goes for getting collected by Kelly. Headed forward to Kay. Headed back to and it'll be covered by Owen. Back to Townsend. Rawson tries to head it out to right and back in defence. And back goes first launch away by Lancaster. Stocksbridge is one of the worst halves of football I think they'll have played in their history at this point. Morris tries to knock in the middle to Grezlak. Tries to get it into the middle and then sideways to Kay. Kay back to Smythe. Now Turner. We'll try to play it sideways to Smythe. Smythe will launch it forward to Rawson. Tries to knock it down. No one there for it cleared. Clear away. Then headed on. And it could be 5 now because Yorson's got it in space. Yorson looking for his hat trick. Evades a tackle. Oh, look for a shot. Ingledon gets in with a foot, and but Lancaster keep possession. Back to Bailey. Tries the diagonal to the left hand side. No one following. Ball back across, but it will miss the near post and out for a goal kick. Stocksbridge still looking porous in defence. So the ball will be back with Townsend for the goal kick. Ball going forward. Here. Headed on by Morris. Headed on by Smythe. Rawson trying to break through and sliding tackle stops him getting forward. And back to Smythe. Pass forward, blocked. Yeah, with Smythe. Wakefield 2-1 up on Durham District. Tom Hinton scorer. Ilkley 1-0 on Lancaster City. Mark Hogan has scored. Smythe gets it forward to Rawson. Gets passed into the middle to Morris. Morris trying to turn and very challenge, but he is blocked. Morris does then charge down the clearance. It goes out for a Lancaster throw-in. Bailey thrown back here to the keeper, Keller. 33 minutes gone. We've still got quite a bit more to go. Now there's the ball here headed up into the air. And back out to the rackets. Out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. You know, so when I look at clock, I was expecting it to be about 40 minutes, and I was so hopeful it was, because I think Stocksbridge need this half time, and I think it's one of those of you have to ask them, can you just go win the second half? I have a bit of pride about it going off the pitch.
So if you're out to buy a new mixer, just look a bit old one, it might have cut out for you.
It's a good mixer, this. It's better than anything I'm seeing out there. Ball back with Townsend. Miracles can happen. And I think it's 1st of December when it starts. As Townsend will launch this forward. Trying to get it forward and headed on by Owen and then headed away though. Kay knocks it to the right to Grezlak. Grezlak launching it into the box, headed backwards, and Bailey will clear. Good, and held up here. Smythe just goes in the back of the ankle. It will be a free kick to the away team. Ball out to the left, and will be Thompson taking this forward and getting it back now as Lancaster come forward yet again. Out to the left now. In midfield, Lancaster. Patient play. They don't need to rush things. And it goes forward to Anderson. Up forward. Trying to turn away, but then Smythe will collect it and clear it away. This time Stocksbridge lost by 4 goals away at Bridlington in 2023. And that's all 2 men sent off, including the interim manager Jordan Lemon. Thomas Poole, the other man, sent off, both of which for swearing. We ended up down 8 men at the end of that game because of an injury at the end as well. It's actually when Tommy Marshall made his debut. What an introduction. Stocksbridge tries to play the ball forward, but it goes out. They will get the throw in. As it's launched forward by Tinker, but we just returned and held up by Evangelinos. So he gets it forward to Yorson. Yorson now one-on-one with Owen. He wants his hat-trick. He's trying to get the shot off. He fires it over the bar. But he has caused a constant problem for the Stocksbridge defence. I think Stocksbridge's best hope is the rain at this point and a sudden downpour. Sunderland have got one back against Bournemouth. Enzo Lefebvre has scored from the spot. It's 2-1 to Bournemouth at the Stadium Light. Townsend getting it forward. Headed away though by Grand. Okay, knocked forward as Stocksbridge aren't winning any of the second or third balls still. Back with Townsend. Launching it forward. He's looking for Rawson. Heading it on. Morris tries to get it forward, but headed away. Rawson gets it forward. Grezlak looks to bring it down, but cleared away by Anderson. Kay has it now. Now back to Smythe. Forward to Grezlak. Grezlak back to Kay. Forward to Morris. Morris tries to find Rawson. Finds Rawson. Can Rawson finish? No, it's a great save from Kelly. That would have been hope for the second half. Just a glimmer of it. Had Rawson been able to finish that one off. He was played through as nicely as he could do. Out left to Smythe. Smythe cross, looking for the far post. Rawson with the header. That's my 2. Stocksbridge have had chances in this game, that's the thing.
Yeah. Quite easy 4-3.
Back for a goal kick now. So, I think if you got one before the break, that gives Lemon something to cling on to in that team talk and Fretwell. Something that they can just say, look, you've got one back, they got 4 in the first half, why can't you? But the ball is now back with the keeper, Keller, who had a great save there. Hallam 1-0 down away at Dunstan. Chris McDonald, the goal scorer. Iggleton heads it away. Ross heads on to Morris. Trying to control, being forced backwards. Back to Turner, who's trying to go round the outside. Knocks it forward. Gets it to the right to Grezlak. Grezlak wants to cross in. Takes the block, and it will be a goal kick. It came off Grezlak last, according to the official on the opposite side. I thought for sure it was going to be a corner. Linesman is closer than me, though, so it'll be nice. Lancaster City have equalised against Ilkley Town. Unknown goal scorer. Well, Nostell might as well for a 1-0 down. Deck Bacon, the scorer. Kelly, who's made that great save from Rawson. Normally does score those, the striker. As the ball launched forward. Headed away, then returned back in midfield and launched forward, looking for Rawson again. Rawson on the right. He needs some help though. Hasn't really got it at this point. There's no one even turned for a cross. He's back to Morris, back to Deakin. Deakin sideways to Kay. Being met by like a line of Lancaster players, and his pass back is intercepted. And I think there's a little nibble on Yorson's ankle, and Yorson by hopping has won a free kick where I don't think he was going to get one originally. Back to be in defence here. Back with Kelly. And launching it forward. It's just going to go right back out. Townsend will leave it for a goal kick. 40 minutes gone. It is 4-0 to Lancaster City. Ball is launched forward. Grezlak tries to knock it back into midfield and back to Owen, who will get it to the right. Deakin is moving forward to the right. Forced backwards. Back to Turner, who launches it up into the air. Kay back in midfield. Kay gets it light to the right. Can Grezlak get to it? No, he's not going to get to it. He's going to go out for a goal kick. Back with the keeper now. The Steels having a nightmare of a day so far, and are hoping on a miracle. Ball going forward, and it's just going to go right out of play. Stocksbridge will get the ball back for a throw-in on the halfway line. Back with Tinker. Can't see it for, but it's cleared away. Blocked out to the right to Tinker, who gets it forward. Looking for Rawson, who heads it on. No one's there for it. Will go back to the keeper, who takes the touch. He won't let it go out for a goal kick. Back into defence. Back to the left, launch forward, and then it's well. It looked like he had to turn on it. We do that play. I think it was knocked away by Eagledon there. Trying for the away team. Hallam have equalised against Dunstan. Jamie Sharman has scored, and Workington have taken the lead against Leigh. Dan Hopper will leave us bottom of the table, I think, by my count. And this is truly a heading to the bottom of the table performance. 4 minutes of added time we're going to get. I don't think anyone in the stadium wants that, other than some Lancaster fans, I think. Ball forward. And Yorson's beaten a man again on the left. Folds it up, looks at the cross, feints it, keeps the ball. Now gets it back into midfield. It's with Sloan. Back to Yorson, who's been forced back. And back into midfield to Bjork. And a chip ball over the top looking for Rawson. But then Oliver will collect it. Back to the keeper it will go. He'll be lightly pressed. Morris will try to see if he can do anything, but passes forward and back over to Oliver. Pass forward into midfield to Craig. Back he goes to Bjork, one of the goal scorers. Not forward by Bailey, but going a little way, but only back to Evangelinos. Bit of tricky footwork from him. Kay gets the foot in though, and still Lancaster keep the ball as Kay and Evangelinos can't get up. They're both tussling with each other as they're doing so. The referee not really doing anything about that. It's just as they got tied together. And the ball is switched to the right. Yorson brings it down. Yorson one-on-one. Back in the middle. It was a heavy touch which allowed Turner to get a tackle in, or else it would be 5. Back to Yorson. No one on Yorson on the right. Here comes a lot of ball into the middle. Townsend claims it, and he gets a shunt for his Warriors as well. Back it well to the keeper. Launching it forward. Gets forward, and Wilson meets out in that battle, but it just goes back to Grezlak, chips it over the top for Morris. He's got some space to run into. Morris here, trying to get the ball across. It's going to be blocked, goes ricochets in the area. Back, hit by Grayslack, takes a deflection. That's going to be collected by Kelly. Launches it out. We're just about to hit the 45-minute mark. And then it's made official, the 4 minutes of added time we will get. Due to the stoppage, due to the incident involving Lancaster City fans, as ball forward to Rawson, brought down on his chest, back to Smythe.
The referee has indicated for 4 minutes extra time.
Okay, then back to Smythe. Siler to Deacon. Trying to get forward, but the pass goes out of play. It's a throw-in to Lancaster. Turn out to Stocksbridge need to put in one of the performances of their lives in the second half if they even want a point out of this. Ball forward to Yorson. Ingledon trying to win it, will do so, does quite well. Gets it out to Turner, who just slices it back into trouble, and Lancaster got the first touch, but we'll go back to Elliot Owen, who will just give it back to Townsend now. Townsend launched forward. Back out to Tinker. Now with Turner. Up forward. Into defence. Knocked forward to Yorson. He puts it back into the field, and Deacon gets it forward to Grayslack. Slip forward, and oh, why did Morris not run for that? He would have been in. Said it's going to go out for a goal kick. As we close in on the end of this half, almost 2 minutes gone in this half. Back with the keeper now, Kelly, as the Steels look to just wind down the half. John Lennon's going back into the dressing room early. I won't want to be in that dressing room with limo after this performance. Ball headed back, will go out for a Lancaster throw. Be launched forward. Outside right, but back into defence, and then all the way back to Lancaster. Ball forward and return back. Stocksbridge can't seem to win a ball.
It's just one forward at that.
Stocksbridge try to. They do win the ball here. Jack Tinker trying to go forward. Gets it to Morris. Morris here. Got an overlapping option. He passes it into the middle to Kay. Kay out left to Smythe. Smythe cutting in on the inside to Deacon. Deacon. Every Lancaster player seems to be back other than Yorson and Evangelinos. As Stocksbridge having to just pass it round and back into defence it will go. Now it's with Tinker again, who gets it out to the right to Grayslack. Not got the most pace in the world, but he's going to run at his man, trying to get round the outside. It's better. Tackle goes in. Stocksbridge get a corner at the end of this half. And one person applauded. Which I think says everything. Back on the left hand side for Deacon to take. Deacon corner, high, lofted one. Owen went over the top. It took a little bit of a deflection. Rawson will collect it on the left. Needs a bit of help with 2 men on him. He's going to go in his own back heel here to Grayslack. Cross looking for the far end. Well claimed by Kelly. And that's going to be it for the half. And well, there's not much to say. Stocksbridge have put in one of the worst performances they have done in the last 5 years. It's 4-0 to Lancaster at the break. It could have been more. We'll see you in 15 minutes. For an American adventure. Now you're heading here for a Northern Premier League adventure. The Steels continuing it, though it has hit the Rapids at the moment, as the Steels have been in poor form, not even scored in the last 5 games. That might be helped by someone who's on the bench. Luke Rawson. For the Steelers, there's no changes from Saturday's defeat to Marine. It's Ben Townsend in goal, Tom Charles, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner the captain, Elliot Owen, Paul Iggulden, Danny Deakin, Sam Kay, Alf Wilkinson, James Morris and Connor Smythe. On the bench, Oliver Gregelak could make his return from injury, Alex O'Connor, Alfie Bradshaw could make his debut after his loan from Nottingham Forest, which we will tell you more details about after the game, Luke Rawson and Zach Jagielka. Ball's back here for Jordan Stevens to take. Very central position and lofts it towards far side. Iggulden heads away, but only to the edge of the area where it'll be volleyed well over there by Colin Daniel. After being part of the Farsley Celtic debacle last year. Townsend tries to get it to the right, but Owen heads it into the middle. No one's there for it, but Smythe, well contested by Smythe. Gets out to left to Morris. He's back to goal at the moment on the edge of the area, being forced backwards. Finds Kay on the overlap. Kay needs a chance for a cross. Slips it forward to Deakin. Maybe being a bit too pretty there. Goes back to Morris, who puts it in the middle. Goes through. Header there from Wilkinson. Saved by Roberts. Wilkinson just couldn't get the power onto his header. Boots it upfield, looking long. Iggulden will look to get it away. Over the top, Owen will get it away, but then returned by 4-0. Charles will collect it. Back to Townsend. Well, it's going sideways. That could be easy. And then Townsend's ball forward is blocked. He goes out for a throw-in. Actually, I said he's going to go for a throw-in. I think the rain has made the AstroTurf just slow up a bit, and now Yumby's on the ball. Yumby gets it back. He's looking for a shot. We know how powerful those shots can be. As he gets it out to the right now to Brandy, former Manchester United man. Back to Yumby. Yumby takes a shot, and it goes all the way to Townsend. Launches it long, Townsend, and Morris just drops in. Comes off his back, but okay, well in from Smythe, and Wilton tried something with the ball well off, but it will be given as a goal kick. Defence do look like they can be attacked. Tinker to okay, back to Tinker. Right foot forward, looking here for Morris, but headed away before it can make it to him. Brandy trying to get it, but well run by Deakin. Gets out to the right to Morris, got a bit of space on the right wing. Turning in, puts the cross in. Smythe tried to gamble on it, but it was blocked and cleared away. Now out to the edge of the area, Deakin gets it forward. Smythe trying to bring it and turn it. Shots weak and will be easy for Roberts. Smythe, I think, took a bit of damage going down. A few weeks ago, they probably may turn that into a goal, but still a bit nervous in this area, seeing they've not scored in a long time now. Here comes the cross in, headed away. And now Stocksbridge to get the ball back, goes to Smythe. Smythe is going to try the shot. It's a good looking shot, but straight at Roberts. Hello, Caroline Frost, listening from work. Come on, Stocky. I say thank you to Lee from our sponsor Graphics for helping out some of our sound issues earlier on in the match. Ball forward, headed away by Owen. Falls nicely for Brandy on the left hand side, takes a shot, gets the shot all wrong, goal kick. And behind him, and now quickly taken thrown by Morris, trying to take advantage, but Daniel's done well to get back. It was a nice idea. Morris has just intercepted. Morris here, he wants a runner, he's going to try and go himself for a bit, but then I think the footing just stopped his run going forward. He's still, well, he's got the ball, well, almost got it back. He said he's going to leave it here for Tinker. Tinker's going to take the shot, and it's wide, and Jack Tinker, who only scored his first. Here comes, well, into the middle, head away at the near post, but high up into the air. Wilson will volley it right back to Deakin, high left one towards the far post, header towards goal, and it goes in! Stocksbridge defended the duck! On a day where the weather's fit for the duck, and I think it might be Elliot Owen there who's got the header, or is it Paul Iggulden? But the Steels have taken the lead. It's one ball forward. That was Owen there who just couldn't get head onto it, and Ilkeston will clear it downfield. Forward, nice knock on there by Ilkeston, and forward they go. Oh, Blaze, good ball forward. Ilkeston with a chance here, takes a shot, well saved there by the feet. Fox with a chance, headed forward. Ilkeston also plays it, Plumby, and somehow wide. It was a big chance for Ilkeston. The Steels survive. 2 yards away from the box. Right for ball towards the near post, headed away. It's good defending from Ilkeston. Good head away. Deakin lines up, volleys towards the right. No one's there though, and it will just bounce out for a goal kick. 80 minutes gone. It's 1-0 to the Steels. Launch forward here, looking for Rawson. Rawson headed to the left, and it goes here to Morris, but it's a good tackle stop in. Morris will get it. Morris takes a shot, takes an effort just wide from James Morris. so close. It's the initial tackle, get the direction he'd have wanted to. Tinker's just been beat on that right wing there, and now Ilkeston come forward. And they play out towards the right here. Foxton then being pressed back by Eagledon, and he got through a few clears here. Ilkeston coming, shot and wide. I think did it take a block? The referee says otherwise. Porto Rawson. Rawson trying to hold on to it, and he does get it. Trying to slip through. Flip back here. Yep. O'Connor trying to take a shot, and he lofted it high and wide. Coming on. Headed towards the side, but collected there by Minkley, who will clear it away. Owen will return it with the header. Headed by O'Kerry, and then volleyed away. Charles only turns it back to the field, but then Charles almost gets in. He clips his man down. I think advantage has been given here as Yumby gets it down the left. Eagledon's man meets him. Ilkeston have an opportunity here. Cross to a near post. Townsend claims. How important was that? Say, Roberts chipped towards the far side. Headed up and still into the box. Owen will head it away, but it's chested down here. Volleyed up into the air. Tinker's trying to contest it, but headed into the box. O'Connor heads out again. Morris will try to turn. He's trying to clear it, but Ilkeston win it back. Then Tinker gets it. He's brought down. Free kick, Stocksbridge. Is that going to be that? 6 minutes of 4 minutes at a time have now elapsed. And we're just waiting for that whistle at this point. Gainsborough have equalised against Prescott. Jonathan Margetts has scored, and Stockton have won it in the 97th minute against Lancaster. Lewis King, the scorer. Townsend's going to take this free kick. Ball forward. And that is the Steels have won! The first win under interim manager Jordan Lemon. It comes from a set piece. Elliot Owen heading in at the far post. And then they've held on and Hello, brave souls. Welcome back to this game between Lancaster City and Stocksbridge Park Steels here at Brackenmore. I'm Adam Allcroft, commentator, sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire, and yeah, it's 4-0 to Lancaster City. So those of you who are listening, I imagine, are out of hope rather than expectation. We have just seen 2 subs being made for Stocksbridge. Danny Deacon and Sam Kay have gone off. We've been replaced by Bradshaw, Alfie Bradshaw, making his debut after coming on loan from Nottingham Forest, and Alex O'Connor. Game is underway now. Lancaster City in the sky blue shirts, sky blue shorts and white socks, kicking from right to left, while Stocksbridge Park Steels are in the yellow shirts, blue socks, kicking from left to right. Rawson's just held in the ball. We'll go through the teams for you shortly as goes out for a throw and hits Lemon there, and his day's getting worse. Let's go through the teams for you. So Stocksbridge Park Steels, it is Ben Townsend in goal, then Jack Tinker, Connor Smythe, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Paul Iggulden, Alex O'Connor, Alfie Bradshaw, Luke Rawson, James Morris and Oliver Grezlak. The remaining people on the bench is Jack Watson, Alfie Wilson and Tommy Marshall. For Lancaster City, it's Brad Kelly in goal, then Sam Bailey, Dylan Thompson, Joe Amison, Toby Oliver, Simon Grand, Christian Sloan, Bobby Bjork, Nick Evangelinos, Jim Craig and Stephen Yorson. Their benches Matty Clark, Dylan Moonen, Charlie Bailey, Lewis Mansell and Dom Lawson. So, ball is back as a throw in to Lancaster to our right. Launch forward, headed away by Grezlak, knocked up into the air, to the middle, knocked on. And then O'Connor just battling for it there, and just done too much there. Alex O'Connor not happy about the decision. So the ball back, and the Steels launch a comeback. Turner, back right, goes away. Rawson chests it down, looking to turn, out to the left. Now back in the middle to Turner, out to Owen. Ball forward, nice pass here. Well turned by Smythe, who looks like he's gone into central midfield. I think Stocksbridge have changed to a 3-4-3 for the rest of this game as that pass is intercepted. We didn't see a 3-4-3 against Marine, and to be honest, I quite liked it. I wondered if that might be a bit of a permanent switch, especially if Lemon does end up being the permanent manager. But right now Lancaster are on the ball. Ball back in the thing. It's back with Sloan, who will put it back into defence. On the right, we'll get our clock going in a second to make sure we put it on the right time. So we're back with the keeper now. Launch forward to the right wing. Bailey on the ball now, and being forced backwards. Back into defence it goes. And back to the keeper, Brad Kelly, who just switches it over to the left. Easy as anything for the away team so far. We're just looking to see this out at this point as Iggulden gets it away into midfielder. Sloan out for Yorson, and Wells. Good, nice little block tackle there from Elliot Owen, who's not going to come out of the game with much credit. No one in the defence will do today. As ball forward went to O'Connor, picked up well by Morris, goes back here to number 4 to Turner, and then the pass across goes beyond everyone and will go out for a throw-in. Is that my phone stop? Ball forward here. Headed away, and then cleared away. Out for another Lancaster throw-in. Here, he will take this throw in, gets it back, get across, there's another block and another throw into Lancaster. And Stocksbridge trying to meet him up there, but Bailey will get the ball back, try to switch, and there's a foul in there, and Lancaster have the free kick. They're starting this half, not with gusto, but with enough, control of the ball. Leeds United have got one back against Manchester City. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has got that goal. Bottisford have taken lead against Rossington Main. Scott Matthews, the scorer. Stockton have retaken lead against Warrington Rhinos to Josh Scott, the man with the goal. All out to the right to Yorson. Back to Bailey. To Yorson. Trying to go one-on-one with a man. Down on the outside, and cross is going to take a deflection, and it will be a corner kick to Lancaster. 50 minutes gone, 4-0 to the Dolly Blues. Was a game abandoned during half-time. Hallam FC in Dunstan has been abandoned while it was 1-1 there due to a waterlogged pitch. Unfortunately, that pitch drains really well. Here comes a short corner. Shot from Evangelinos, cleared away by Smythe. Goes beyond and all the way back to Amison. Now it's Sloan on the ball. Over to Craig. Now Yorson. Trying to get beyond his man. And back it will go to Thompson now. With Craig into the middle with the goal scorer of York. He was on who opened the scoring after just 3 minutes of play. Tries well forward, takes a block, and here it comes back to Craig. It's a very looping and high and wide shot. Peterborough United have got one back against Doncaster as well. Leonard has scored. Back now with Townsend, who probably the second goal is the one where he'd be especially annoyed with himself. He didn't dive for it in the end. I think he just got wrong-footed by a deflection. Probably didn't make him look too great, but to be honest, looking at the goal, I don't think he could have done anything about the other three. Sometimes goalkeepers come off best in one of these big defeats, weirdly. But then again, I've not seen him to make a save, really. Lancaster have been utterly lethal when they have had the chance. The ball goes forward. Rawson will chase it, but will be dealt with, and Lancaster will now clear it away into midfield, headed back, forward, brought down, and then thought there might have been a free kick to Stocksbridge, but nothing's given. I think maybe advantage. It has been advantage given. Out to the left now. Come forward, and he takes a block. It will be a Stocksbridge throw. Back on the left hand side. Steele's looking to find a way into the box. It's a duller game than it was before. As Lancaster clear it away. Back it goes though. Owen, well picked up by Tinker, who's at the right of that centre back three. Tinker gets it back, he's continuing forward, but he is going to be covered, and Max play goes down. He goes down easy, but he earns the foul. Fair play to him on that one. Crowell counts 2-0 up on Nostell Miners Welfare. Dick Bacon has scored, and Doncaster City 2-1 up in Oakley. Another unknown goal scorer. Wakefield 3-1 up on Durning's issue as well. Callum Nicell, the scorer. Back now with the keeper. Launches it long. Head up into the air. Contested, but goes down and cleared away by Tinker, then returned by Sloan. Owen should cover that, and he also did get a foot on it, and then Owen, he's just done similar to what the Lancaster did at the other side. He's earned the foul off Yorson and got a free kick for Stocksbridge. Back now with Townsend. You know, you can get 50-1 odds now for Stocksbridge to win this match. I won't waste my money. I'm trying to contest it here, and well, it's been played out from the back and cleared away. Iggledon takes it down on the chest. Left football forward, cleared away. And headed away by Owen and headed on by Turner. And on the left, Smythe holds it up well. Great turn there, and now Stocksbridge have a chance to go forward, but then a tackle goes in. Cleared all the way to the right where Grejlak picked it up. Grezlak launches it over the top. Morris wants to chase, but head away into the middle. Stocksbridge have like relented the front half of this midfield, which allows those headers just not just be uncontested, but about 10 yards uncontested. Ball out to the right here with Bailey. Launch it forward, headed out to the left, and we'll end up going out for a throw-in. Ball on the right here with Bailey. Launches it forward. He's trying to get down the right wing, but it's gone right back out of play. Stops to get the throw back. So the sort of atmosphere where it just, I don't think there's any energy in this crowd. Lancaster enjoying themselves, but no, nothing's really going to happen at this point, most likely. Stocksbridge will probably need to go in the first 15 minutes of this half to really create any hope, and they've not really been close to the Lancaster goal yet. Back to left to Owen, ball forward, and it takes a block, and we'll go out for a throw-in. Stocksbridge will get it. Ball launched forward, headed beyond, held by Morris, tries to get it back in the midfield, but intercepted again. And they do get it out to Thompson, but there was a block by Grezlak in there that made it a bit trickier than expected. Launched forward. Dawson puts it back in the middle, but beyond everyone, can Grezlak get onto it? He does. In the middle now to O'Connor. Back to Turner. Turner gives it back to Owen, and that's annoying because I just saw Smythe was charging forward. Owen's continuing on with himself though, because he's had the space to run. Now to Smythe. Back out to the left. Launch forward, and beyond everyone, Kelly will take that with plenty of time. Ball goes forward, heading forward now by Lancaster on the right hand side. Bailey on it. Takes his time with it. Launched forward, and will just go all the way back for Townsend, who will take it to feet. Picks it up and launched forward. Preston North End have equalised against Sheffield Wednesday. Dobbin has scored for the Lilywhites. As Grezlak gets it forward, looking for Morris. Controls it well. There was slight appeals for handball. It did hit the top of his shoulder. As it's back, Grezlak gets it forward, and he can't make it to Rawson, intercepted. One of these ways, but I do think there should be a bit of a mercy kill sometimes, because it just doesn't feel like anything. As it's Craig who skipped past his man, but Iggulden's covered it well and cleared it out. It will be a throw-in. In fact, Stockbridge are going to make another substitution. It looks like Tommy Marshall is going to come on. He's going to replace Oliver Grezlak. Well, I think he's had some good play at times, but also there's just something about him that just hasn't worked today. Here comes Tommy Marshall on for Oliver Grezlak.
Field substitution. Number 17, Thomas Marshall. For number 11, Oliver Grezlak.
So Bailey will have his free kick. Launch into the box. Rawson heads it away. Then it's Tink who gets it out at the area. Owen tries to get a touch, but Lancaster get it back again. Down the left they go. Go through Bjork. And then a block in from Bradshaw, who we've not really seen much of since he's come on. Goes out for a throw in. Back here for Thompson to the throw. Takes it short to Yorson, who's had a brilliant game. Back out towards the right, tackle going in, and he's avoided a few here. No, this is Toby Oliver, plays it sideways, shot over the bar, but Toby Oliver, the centre back's taking players on at this point. He's back now with Townsend to take this goal kick. Chesterfield are now 2-1 down to Swindon Town. Snowdon has scored. As Townsend launched it forward, headed away. And Tinker's trying to cover this now. Taking it back and will be cleared away. Throwing for Lancaster. Taken by Thompson. Trying to get through, but there's a tackle goes in. It'll be another throw in to the away team. Oh, a Christmas joke for this, thank God, to be honest. Goes back here to Grand. Left foot ball into the box. Not great clearance by Turner, but then Tommy Marshall picks it up and will get it out of there. Will be covered here by Oliver. Morris trying to position himself to prevent an easy clearance. He's going to have to return it to Brad Kelly, the goalkeeper. And forward into midfield. Out towards the right. And well in is Stocksbridge trying to get the ball off, but they can't seem to even got the ball. But the ball's been passed back to Rawson here. Out to the left to Smythe in the middle now. Bradshaw trying to avoid a tackle forward. It goes. And then, oh, that might have been a free kick. And no, it's not a free kick. And the ball goes forward. The fact is, I think we'd have appealed for that free kick normally, but I think that's how all the heads are down at the moment. Ball forward by Townsend for Rawson, who heads it on, and it will just go back to the keeper, Brad Kelly. Out wide here into defence. So to get it forward, and they're going to launch it forward here. Looking here for Bjork. Going to be well covered there by Tinker, who allows that to go out for a goal kick. Answer for equalising against Parkgate. Josh Nodder, the former Steel, has got the goal. Goes forward. He's doing alright down there for Answer Nodder. You know, he might end up back here soon. Forward, headed away and back out to the left. Pass forward here to Thompson. Well in there from Tommy Marshall. And there's some play here going forward. Looking for O'Connor, but just wide of him. And now Lancaster City can get on the break on the right hand side. Here come Lancaster. Pass into the middle. Sloan. Here. He had a long range shot. He's going to have another long range shot. And it was wide this time. He's already got one today. He wanted a second. Huddersfield Town have equalised against Wimbledon. Just mention that because it's Wiles who scored. Alex Wiles, brother of, I think no, Ben Wiles, brother of the former Steel, Alex Wiles. Back now with Townsend for the goal kick. Haversley Wrecker 1-0 down to Gould. Nathan Perks, the man who scored for Gould. While Ickliffe equalised in Doncaster City. Unknown goal scorer. Ball forward. Headed away, and it will be out for a throw-in. Ball back here with Tinker for the throw-in. Forward, headed away. Down for another throw. Walk forward, but then it will go out for another throw. Slowly does it for the Seals. As we are 4-0 down here. 63 minutes gone. Well played to you, all you that are still sticking with us tonight, I suppose. And not looking at that bottle of whiskey in your fridge going, that looks tempting. The ball, something trying to play it down the right here. And then I think it's gone out to play, and it will be a ball for Lancaster. There's just no spirit in this game at the moment. Absolutely no energy. Forward towards Jawson. Eagledon clears away, but it ricochets back towards Owen. Takes it under control. Crosses the halfway line, Owen. Now to O'Connor. And put forward. Back to O'Connor. And back to the left here. It just He ends up dribbling it out of play and Lancaster get an easy throw in back. Lancaster quickly trying to get it forward. I know in tackle Topton breaking through, but that's off to the top. Yorson's going to get this in the box on the left hand side. Just takes it out. He's back to goal at the moment. Back it goes to Thompson. Now it's Bjork. Sideways it goes. O'Connor trying to press forward to Yorson. Trying to forward. Iggulden trying to cover it. And then back to Townsend. Alright. Morris tries to head it into the middle. But back it goes into defence again. Looks forward and the ball now is Bailey. Diagonal ball. It's a really good looking diagonal ball, but just a bit too ahead of the man it was trying to find. Throw in for Stocksbridge. Ball launched forward, trying to get it all the way forward, but Lancaster get it back in defence. Back it goes to Brad Kelly. He's made some good saves today, he's had a good performance. O'Connor's pressing as well forward and Marshall almost got to that, but likes to get it away. And Turner just tussling with the ball and free kick has been given to Lancaster. Forward into the middle and back into defence. Launch forward. Turning sense of an offside flag had gone up, so Stocksbridge will get the free kick. We are 24 minutes from the end of the game, guys. You know, there's positives. Because to be honest, the second half, Lancaster are just happy at this point. 4-0 away from home. You can't ask for more as Rawson does win the ball, tries to slip through a man, but Lancaster pick it up in defence. Oliver again, who clears it away. Wilson, nice touch to the right. Not forward, looking for Evangelinos, but Iggulden reads that and tries to get it out through to Rawson. And back into defence. Yeah, Lancaster, they're quite happy, obviously. They've got a 4-0 win on the road at this point. I'm sure they'll up it if it got a bit threatening, but they know this is theirs, pretty much. Stocksbridge Park Steels are straining, working hard at the moment, but not really doing it. As Bradshaw can't keep the ball in play. So the ball on the left-hand side here, to be taken by Thompson this throw-in. Gets it down, well down the field. Or it is headed away. Bit of tennis in the middle, but that's going to be won by Bjork. Gets it forward. Iggulden gets it back. Looking for Rawson, but intercepted. Bjork on the ball, carrying it forward. Out to the left now. Hit to Bjork in the midfield, knocked forward, and Evangelinos can't get to it. Back to Townsend it will go. Who almost got put under pressure there. Not the nicest pass for him that Tinker gave him, but Steele survived that one. Forward, and that's a misplaced pass that gives it right back to Bjork. And the sign tackle there from Bradshaw gets penalised. I think it's a bit too light from Stocksbridge, to be honest, when these tackles getting penalised. The referee is not helping us out here. But we're used to that from Piers, I suppose. I wonder how many more of those I can get away with. I suppose we budgeted for misery today at least, didn't we? Bamber Bridge are 1-0 up on press-up cables. Archie Lang has scored. The ball goes forward. Anyway, Leeds United have equalised against Manchester City. Lucas Nemacha, the scorer. They have absolutely bottled it, I know, but I kind of need Brentford to win it.
Arsenal. Chelsea winning tomorrow.
As Rotherham has also equalised, Spence has got it against Wickham on the attack. Oh, Lancaster, ball back, takes a deflection, corner kick to the away team. 69 minutes gone. Okay, well, another corner for Lancaster as they look to make it 5. Ball goes in, goes through everybody, but will be collected on this left wing now. It's Grand that puts it back in, headed away though. It was Owen with a header away, but again, ball will stay with Lancaster. Another ball in, knocked in there by Grand again. Stocksbridge trying to defend, but Lancaster keeping the ball. Cut out there by Smythe, or gets Yorson, and now a break on. Marshall trying to go down the right. Leads it forward here for Bradshaw. Can Bradshaw, if he could find Morris in the middle, the chance, evades one tackle, slips through Marshall. Marshall plays it across, save, Morris! He's seen him as a consolation! James Morris scored his 7th of the season, and the Steels have got one back.
For Stocksbridge, number 10, James Morris.
A consolation for the Steels, or is it potentially more? Let's see about that. 70 minutes that goal coming on, there's 20 minutes to get 3 more. Alfie Wilkinson's coming on here for Luke Rawson.
Steele substitution for number 9, Luke Rawson. Number 16, Alfie Wilkinson. Substitution for Lancaster City, number 11, Stephen Yorson, on for number 14, Dylan Moonen.
So that's Dylan Moonen, who's played against us twice, Warrington Ryan, before making the switch here to Lancaster City. As Lancaster City get the game underway. And Stocksbridge have scored one at least. And you know, as here comes Lancaster, takes a shot straight at Townsend. You know what we'll say about this? We're winning the second half.
Exactly.
Which, you know, we might laugh and joke, oh, don't really that. But I think for the sake of the mindset, it is something helpful. It was all made by Tommy Marshall and Alfie Bradshaw. Good work from both of them. And Bradshaw, some good work from him. For a tackle is a free kick to Stocksbridge. So yeah, we'll just change some of the things on our team sheets because I've seen Alfie Wilkinson come on for Rawson, who we've not really seen, didn't really see much of in the second half. Ball loops out of the box, but will go out far side. It's going to be a Stocksbridge throw-in. Would a second cause Lancaster nerves just to go up a bit? That's
I doubt it.
That's the thing we're thinking. Well, we haven't really tested the mindset of Lancaster yet, and we don't know what. Like, they've not been in the best form for coming here as a tackle in his box just spins out to Lancaster, and Bailey will carry that out. And here comes the counter attack, and then well in from Marshall, who's had a good game since coming on. Once quite lucky for Morris, but he's intercepting them well in there in the midfield. We're checking out Morris will test, but cleared away by Thompson, but only going back to Turner. Out to the left now. O'Connor on the ball. Tries to get it forward, but will be intercepted. Again comes a tackle here from Wilkinson, and it almost fell there for Bradshaw, I'm sorry. Seems to have just enlivened Stocksbridge a bit, that goal. So there's Lancaster cleared that one away. Townsend's well out to his goal to deal with. Headed away by O'Connor. O'Connor's not helped out his man there. Townsend's had to rush back in. O'Connor shoved over. That's the lifesaver there.
Just a little bit.
I imagine, yeah, you can just see Townsend has gone over. Actually, it was Jack Tinker there. Sorry, Alex O'Connor, but Jack Tinker's just had a massive go at him. Well, Townsend had a go at Jack Tinker for that, and well deserved, I think I'd say.
I think that foul was down for played for and got.
Bottisford have got 2-0 on Rossington. Jack McMenemy has scored. Ilkeston have gotten back against FC United as well. Ball goes forward. Well won there by Marshall. Some great play by Marshall. Has been brilliant since coming on. Been forced backwards though. And he faded that. He's gone the wrong direction though, but that has brought out some applause from the home fans who've not had a fun day today. As ball goes forward, Wilkinson tries to contest it, but it will be intercepted and cleared away. Blocked out to the right. Now Morris in the middle. Turner gets out of trouble. Now out to the left to Owen. Now Smythe. Trying to play back. Back it goes again to Owen. Forward and then up it goes. Wilson will contest, but will be covered quite well and cleared away into the middle. Well won there by O'Connor, but looks like it could end up going out of play. Does Lancaster throw? I think the rain is still our best hope here. Preston North End have gone 3-2 up on Sheffield Wednesday. Frotja Jensen at the goal scorer. Wednesday have been up twice in that game. As Turner contests out to O'Connor. Sunderland 3-2 up on Bournemouth, by the way, after being 2-0 down. Ryan Brobby has scored. Are Sunderland going to end up in the Champions League? Bradshaw's on it. Bradshaw's been quite nifty, I think, so far. I wonder if he might get a start on Wednesday night. As Tommy Marshall, I think, has been brilliant since coming on. He seems to excel. He did this against Marine as well. He seems to excel in this 3-4-3 that Stocksbridge just decided to use when they are chasing a goal. Sideways to Marshall. Looks at the overlap, finds the overlap. Jack Tinker. Tinker now will look to put the cross in, and it's a teasing cross, but claimed by Kelly. Ball back with the keeper, launch forward, headed on, but we'll be back for Iggulden. Jake Pettigene has scored for Stockton. That looks like that'll seal the win over at Bishopton Road. Headed away, but I think I can't get to it first. It's the jogging that's annoying me at times. Not the no sprinting, the jogging. I know that the game is pretty much done, but you know something, it's a testy mentality. There's likely someone watching here that could decide your future, so ball forward, back into the midfield, and we're slow now, back into defence, gets it forward, but Marshall will win it again. Marshall's out to Turner, over the top it will go, cleared away, though. And then back for O'Connor, who gets it forward again. Stocksbridge trying to see if he can get a second in this. He's back with Marshall now. Trying to get out to the right. Thanks Marshall again. Marshall going forward, but then attacker goes in. Marshall's been the best player in this pitch as Brentford have taken the lead against Burnley from the spot. Haga Thiago, the goal scorer. Lancaster City have a throw-in. 77 minutes gone. And Lancaster make a substitute. Wilson had already gone off earlier from Moonin. They've not held the board up very long.
No, I didn't see that.
Dylan Thompson is going off to be replaced by Matty Clark. It looks like another one's come on. Looks like Charlie Bailey has made his way on.
Them subsports get smaller, they're using mobile phones.
That might be the future, you never know. As the ball goes forward here. Headed away by Iggulden, not forward. Smythe will try and contest, but headed away by Sam Bailey. Wilson heads it down to Morris, who launches one to chase, and that's always going to be too far. Stays in play though, and goes back to Brad Kelly, who gets it forward. Iggulden tries to do two people contesting it, slid forward though, and picked up here in midfield by Bradshaw. Turns really quickly, now out to Marshall. Marshall trying to move in, running diagonally, gets it out to the right, trying to get it played back to Marshall, but intercepted. Tommy Marshall is the man who's making the most out of this. Tinker can't get it under control properly, doesn't make it to Marshall though. Marshall out to Morris, who's been forced out wide here. Being forced back here. And great work there by Bradshaw again. Bobby Bjork is the man who's come off for Charlie Bailey. So on the left. Rifles cross into the middle, headed away. Back to Turner, tries to get forward but headed away again. Eagleton knocks it forward and then returned. Tinker will have it under control. Going forward. Looks like Jack Watson's going to be coming on soon. He stopped with his last substitute in the game. Everyone can share the misery. Because it does like company. Townsend sending it forward. Got down on the chest. And then Morris tries to win it and doesn't do so. It goes back for Toby Oliver. Now it's Grand who's pulled out to the left. Continuing forward with it. All the way forward, but it goes back to Owen. I think it might be James Morris, the goal scorer, coming off. His 7th of the season. Marshall lets on to chase, and Wilkinson's going to make it a good contest, but will be picked up by the keeper, Kelly. 80 minutes gone. We have 10 minutes left of this match. And so Yelp going to play it out to right. Sliding tackle wins it back for Stocksbridge now. It will go out. It will be a Lancaster throw, unfortunately. All that effort for nothing. And here comes substitution. James Morris will head off. He's to be replaced by Jack Watson.
Substitution for Stocksbridge. For number 10, James Morris. Number 14, Jack Watson.
Harrogate Town just equalised against Barnet through former Steel Jack Muldoon. So one former Steel is doing alright today. It's back on the right here and launched up by Sam Bailey, the captain. Plenty of celebrations on the coach on the way home tonight for Lancaster. As ball just knocked away from Bradshaw. Turner trying to contest it and he'll go out towards the left here too. Towards Matthew Clark back in midfield now. Coming forward is Lancaster through Christian Sloan. Now it's Dylan Mooning, gets it out to the right to Sam Bailey. A cross going in, cleared away by Owen. And back out, knocked forward by Smythe, looking for Wilkinson, but well won in field. Ooh, bit of a interesting sliding tackle, one that can sometimes get penalised in these days as it goes out for a throw-in. But back on the left. Townsend will take this free kick. Ball going forward. Over the top of everyone and got almost out to Watson, but there was a foul there on Toby Oliver during that, so it will be a Lancaster free kick. 83 minutes have now passed. Back out to the far side. Intercepted by Smythe. Into the middle goes, knocked forward here to Bradshaw, who's been forced all the way back again. Able to keep the ball though very well. Back it goes to Townsend. Left football forward thing. We'll find Wilkinson who heads it on. This could go right here. And Stockbridge going forward. It's Watson on the ball, trying to evade a challenge. Watson needs to take a shot. Does! Vicious shot, but not far wide. And got some power off that very quickly. Would have been a hell of a goal had it been pulled off, but it won't do so today. Look, with Workington winning, Stocksbridge will head to the bottom of the table. Forward, headed away. Watson just had it under, didn't really have it under control, and he's lost the ball there, but he's back in Lancaster's defence. Being chased down by Oliver, who will clear it away. Missed out in midfield. Owen will get it, Turner now out to the left. Eagledon trying to bring it forward. Pass forward, intercepted by the defence, and will be cleared away again. Headed back, and Tinker will win that contest. Out to the right, and a dangerous pass puts Marshall under some pressure. Thought that could have been a high foot from Marshall, but he's got away with that one, and he's got through it into the middle now. Out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw continuing with it. Back out to Marshall on the right. Marshall, ball in the middle, over the top of everyone though. It's just like taking from the cross, but I say Tommy Marshall has been the best player for Stocksbridge since coming on. He just works him in this 3-4-3 because he did this against Marine as well. If this ends up being a long-term thing, whatever happens in future, maybe that is something we need to be looking at. Marshall on this 3-4-3.
Bradshaw's played well since.
Yeah, Alfie Bradshaw, good performance from him since coming on. There are bright moments to talk about. As much as there's some misery here. Bradshaw on it now. He's going to take a shot himself, deflects, back in. Here comes the effort. Saved! I think that was Jack Watson there. As Brad Kelly's had a very good performance. As Jack Watson's effort was saved close to the post. Lancaster tried to get it forward, Tinker heading it away. But Lancaster will pick it back up here through Charlie Bailey. Pass forward to Evangelinos. Tries to get it forward, but then cleared away by Owen. Headed up into the air. Well done by Smith to Wilson. Tries to bring it down. Tries to get it out to the left. Does get it onto the left to O'Connor. Sideways here to Turner, who's continuing forward. Back out to the left. Stocksbridge keeping on the ball now. Be nice to get one to cap off the game, just to make it not look like a terrible scoreline. 4-2 is far more respectable, isn't it, than 4-1. Stocksbridge have just got a free kick. Townsend's going to come up to take it. Here comes the ball forward. Headed away and to the left hand side. We're trying to get it down the left wing here, but they will get it. Back it goes to O'Connor, looking for a cross. Back now to Wilson. He puts the cross into the middle. Headed. Ooh! That was almost an own goal, a dramatic own goal. Rising header from Toby Oliver. Just goes wide goal. Stocksbridge have the set piece. Plenty of short options for the Steels here as they look to get another consolation. Plenty in the 6-yard area, but the corner just gone over everyone. It will be headed out for another corner. So back here. On the left side, here comes the ball, looking for that far post. Evades everyone again. It appeals for another corner, but it will be a goal kick. 4-1 to Lancaster City here. With 2 minutes of normal time to go, and I don't think we're going to get much added time. It's been plenty dramatic at Brentford Burnley. Zian Fleming had equalised for Burnley from the spot for Igor Thiago scored again. 2-1. Brentford can sign these unknown players from the depths of leagues you've never heard about, and they end up being brilliant, don't they? And then normally Liverpool or Arsenal sign them for 70 million in 2 years' time. So Igor Thiago will probably sign for Liverpool in next summer. Henry Isak's not really worked out.
Swapping for Isak.
No worries, it's only 100 million you wasted.
Well, that's it. Not that money, I'm not bothered.
Tinker gets it forward, headed away. Going forward, and a bit of a bouncing ball, an awkward one. And that could easily have been a foul there on Don Lawson, who's come on at some point for Lancaster. He's wearing his 17 shirt. Lewis Mansell now switches into the box. He's come on at some point and all. But it being collected by Townsend. Picked up by Heyman. 1 minute to go. Don't think it's going to happen, lads. Bradshaw heads it forward. Picked up by Bradshaw again, who's going sideways at the moment. Trying to get through. He was looking, can he get it through to Smythe, but he couldn't do so. So nice one-touch pass in here, and it will be a free kick because there was a late arm into Tommy Marshall. It'll be a free kick to Stocksbridge. We might have had a time if this goes in. You know, I think everyone would quite like to just go home or go in the bar. It's 3-1 to Brentford now. Dango Utaria has scored. There's a few people standing over it. Alfie Wilkinson, one of them though, I think his free kick against Marine ended up in the Mersey. Also Curtis Turner, who has scored a few free kicks for the Stocksbridge. Actually, it's not afterwards, it's kind of Smythe standing over it. That's got a good strike on him. We haven't seen him take a free kick yet for Stocksbridge. Maybe he's going to show us why he should be taking him. If he can loft it over the bar, the keeper's left a lot of space. Smythe will take it. He's looped it. It's up. Well, it's fairly over the bar, I'd say. Means 4-1 to Lancaster. We haven't seen a board for added time yet. I suspect we won't, because we're actually a minute into the added time. So I wonder if this might be it. He launches it forward. We won't be done just yet. Headed back in the middle, knocked on and headed on by Wilkinson. Watson was chasing, but we'll go back to the keeper. As Kelly claims it. Launch forward. Manchester City have won in the last minute against Leeds United. Phil Foden has scored his second. Ball cleared out and will be a Stocksbridge throw-in. Tinker gets it forward, headed on by Bradshaw, but it goes back and before Baker gets it, Bradshaw didn't get a touch on. Now it's not howling forward. Watson trying to get onto it. And it's clumsy from Watson, who, you know, Jordan Lemon's not happy about it. He's staying competitive till the end on the bench. But it was one of those where, I think with the way the referee's gone today, you knew that was going to be given as a free kick. So back with Brad Kelly. Goes out for a Stocksbridge throwing that goal kick. They'll get it back. We've had almost 3 minutes of added time. It's head up into the air. Wilson contests, left the foot out, and they wanted a free kick. Instead, it's going to be launched forward. Townsend's well after his goal as he chests it down and then just sends it out for a throw-in. Ball back here for Grant to take this throw-in. Just waiting for the... I'm just hoping the referee can just finish this off at this point. Gets it down, headed into the middle. Returned header back, and then Iggulden will clear it away. Headed forward. O'Connor flicking it on. As Lancaster try to play from the middle, but intercepted by Turner. Forward to Wilkinson, gets it back to Bradshaw. Continues with it, tries to get out to the right, but then that goes in and will be picked up in defence now by Lancaster. Big slide challenge from Wilkinson, then misses. Thanks Mr. Player and all, but it's a poor pass, and it goes to O'Connor. Tries to lay out for Watson to have a run on the left wing. He's got 2 men on him though. So he's got a bit of pace about him, so maybe able to do something. Tries to put it in, tackle goes in, out for a throw in on the halfway line. And that will be that. It's a miserable day for Stocksbridge. It took 30 minutes for them to be down by 4 goals. They got a goal in the second half. James Morris did get one in, but it's a day we're going to have to forget, move on. Thank you very much to everyone who stuck with us to the end. We'll see you on Wednesday night as we play at Hillsborough Stadium against Sheffield Wednesday. Under 23s. We'll see you then. Thank you very much and good night. I'm done.